What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, bringing you the last of my UU team battles that I got to record. This one was easily the best of the 3 battles that I had. I'm pretty sure I got to showcase almost my entire team here. And this guy actually has a YouTube channel of his own, so I'll put his link down there. And he's now my friend on the thing just through the game. So that's pretty awesome. So I won't leave the hype too long. Get right into this battle. So I decided to lead off with my Donphan to get the Stealth Rocks up. I was predicting his own Donphan to come back in, to come in, and we just exchange rocks and that. So he leads with Suicune. I don't really have a lot. If I had an Assault Vested Conkeldurr, that would have been fine. But it turns out this Suicune actually goes for Calm Mind right off the bat, predicting my rocks. But I guess like, it wasn't the best play because, yeah, I have Sturdy. Like, this guy, I checked out his YouTube channel, he actually does competitive stuff, so he should know. I think he was banking on a burn here, but yeah, that's not going to happen. And I do have the Roar on this Donphan, which is actually pretty useful. So it brings in this little annoying puffball Whimsicott. I love using it. It's a great poke, but oh man, it's very frustrating to face sometimes. So it actually goes for a U-turn here. I'm super defensive, but yeah, I'm too low of health, unfortunately. Because usually Whimsicott don't have much attack stats, so but unfortunately I can't take it. So he U-turns out into Donphan. I know the rocks are coming. Luckily, I break his Sturdy here with my rocks. I go for the Ice Punch here, trying to take him out. I almost do, and he gets the Rapid Spin off. So bye-bye rocks, which is unfortunate. He's going to get rid of his Conkeldurr. I'm guessing he wants those rocks up himself, but he's going to save it. He was probably predicting an Ice Punch with the switch in his Suicune, but I had no reason not to go for Drain Punch, because that was definitely going to take out the Donphan. So I got a good chunk of health back. So finally Conkeldurr hits the field and starts, tearing through this team. So I do believe I go for another Drain Punch here, as I just want to get rid of this Suicune. Oh, no, I forgot. I thought I would, just to get rid of it, because I know Suicunes, I like to play the rest mind games with it. So I switch into the Suicune, I go into Rotom, and I get rid of the Donphan, which is great. So I'm thinking, alright, no rocks for me. So he brings out this thing, and I'm like, alright, well, you're just going to get overheated. That's fine with me. And then he shows the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, oh, were you packing dual rocks? Like you really wanted those rocks up, didn't you? So I just go for the overheat again. I see no reason not to. Almost takes him out. He might have been Focus Sashed. I'm not really sure. I'm going to switch out. I don't know what he wants to go for, but I don't really want to take it. So I go into Beedrill, actually predicting a fighting type move, and he goes for the Volt Switch. So that's going to do a heap to Beedrill. Gets a crit. Kind of sucks, but it happens. I wasn't too mad. So he brings in his Salamence. So now I'm just thinking, great. And this guy, he was making some great predictions this game. So I'm gonna go for the Protect right off the bat. Get my speed up, as he predicts that and goes for a Dragon Dance. I'm like, oh man, I'm just getting predicted all over the place. So down goes Beedrill. That's quite unfortunate. So I bring in Conkeldurr to basically Ice Punch it. He's going to predict that, and I'm guessing, I was thinking he was going to go into Suicune, but he actually goes into Cobalion, which is interesting. And I'm like, I don't think you're going to live this. This is Sheer Force Life Orb. And it takes him out. So probably sacking it. maybe like knowing that like it didn't matter whether I went for Drain Punch or not, he was going to come in. So in comes this Whimsicott, and if I was Assault Vest, I would have been more comfortable, but I had to get some damage on this thing. But unfortunately, it looks like it is max special attack. So it goes for the Moonblast and takes me out. So Fork on Kelder. He didn't get too much use. Unfortunately, he was fun to use, but he just didn't get to do a whole lot in these battles, because I probably should have put more speed in him, but it wouldn't have mattered there. I was max health, max attack, adamant. So I brought in my Metagross to take on the Whimsicott. And I predict him to switch out. I go for a Zen Headbutt. So now I'm in this little war with Suicune. I'm like, I can't, I'm running Ice Punch, Meteor Mash, and Bullet Punch, so I can't really touch it. I'm hoping, I'm still trying to bait out, what do you call it, a rest from him. So unfortunately, I don't know if he predicted that, but he Scalds on my Rotom switch, because I guess he kind of predicted that. I did go and do it last time, and I couldn't really do much with Metagross anyways. It could do well against it, but just couldn't do anything better. So, he's going to switch into his Whimsicott, because he's got to think there's no way I'm going to go for any sort of, like, fire move on it. I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, hoping, I don't know, something comes in that's physical attacker. I'm bad at predicting my Will-O-Wisp, I'll admit. So, in comes Metagross. So I bring in Metagross to take the Moonblast. I probably should have just stayed in. This was kind of a dumb play on my part. I should have just let the Rotom go down, because he goes down to rocks anyway, so Metagross just took like free damage for no reason. So, back in comes Suicune. I guess, you know, thinking about it, like, even if I let him go down, bring it in, he brings the Suicune back in, so, like, what can I do? So I'm running out of options for this Suicune, essentially. And it's getting me, like, I'm getting a little worried. I'm like, how am I going to take this thing out? So he goes for a Calm Mind here, and so I'm thinking, like, oh boy, he's probably going to start, he's going to go for a rest, he's going to set up on me. Like, I don't know what I can do to this thing. Like, my Rotom was my best answer to it. And so I was hoping for a crit on that Zen Headbutt. I don't get it. I know a rest is coming this turn. So I do make a switch. I do believe I go into Haxorus. So I can start setting up on him. Well, not so I can. I just need to. Like, I got a free chance here. So the rest goes off, which is nice. So now that he's resting, I'm predicting he has the Sleep Talk since he has, like, no Chesto. Let's call him, you know, Crocoon. So I go for a Dragon Dance here. I don't want to over-predict too much. So he goes for the Sleep Talk. He gets a Calm Mind on this one, so it's looking really bad right now. I don't want to, like, set up too much on him, so I actually predicted the Whimsicott to come in here, thinking like I was going to just keep setting up on him. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, so I don't get as much damage as I want. He gets another Sleep Talk here, and he gets the rest, so sitting in a good spot. At least, like, I'm +1, but I got to be very careful with that Whimsicott, because I know what they do. I've used it in the International Challenge, as you probably saw. It was a nice counter to. It was a pretty nice counter for, like, you couldn't set up on it. That's what was nice about it. So I'm thinking that this Dragon Claw is gonna be enough on this next turn to take it out, but it's not. So this Suicune is definitely max HP, max defense, bold. So I actually lived. So I'm thinking that first Scald was probably max damage, and that second one was min damage. So I'm actually got enough to take this thing out. I could just go for the Poison Jab, at least for two reasons. One, so that I knew I was going to take it out, and in case the Whimsicott wanted to come in, I could take it on. So, and then at least I'm locked into Poison Jab, which is nice. So he brings in the Salamence, I thought he was baiting me to go for a dragon move and was just going to bring the Whimsicott on me. And so he switches out, I'm thinking the Whimsicott comes in, then the Beedrill comes in. I'm like, okay, you're done. And then he brings in the Whimsicott, and I made a stupid play here. What I should have done was switched into Rotom. Absolutely. I let him encore me. So I'm into... And I made another stupid play here. I think I got too much in the match, like thinking what was right in front of me, and I forgot about the rocks. So again, I should have just stayed in. I bring in Metagross again to take the Moonblast, but this is all I've got left. So I take another hit of free damage from the Moonblast. And yeah, so I can't really do anything. I do believe I go for the Ice Punch here, thinking that the Metagross is coming back in. Wish I had gone for Meteor Mash. Nothing I can do. So definitely late game, I made some poor plays. Because I've got Rotom and Haxorus in the back, and they both died to rocks. So here, I thought about this play for so long. I almost went down, like thinking, if he goes for Earthquake, I lose. I was hoping he would go for a D-Dance and make a bad prediction and go for the D-Dance. But he doesn't. Takes me out with Earthquake, and that's game. Because my last two Mons both died to rocks. So I played pretty well. This team was really solid, and I really liked using it. It was fun to have like kind of 3 cores all together that really balanced well. And playing, but yeah, this game, very good. I'm not upset that I lost at all. I was actually feeling really good about that. I realized after I checked out his channel that he plays competitively, so I realized that he was just a really like high quality opponent. So I'm glad I have him as my friend now on my PSS. So like, good to him. I think I've had 3 battles against him. This was easily the best. Like, this was such a good match, and I'm guessing he enjoyed the match as well. So well played, Lindomar. I'm gonna post his YouTube link in the description below, so you can go check him out. He hasn't posted anything in a long time. Like, it's been months since he posted anything, but go check him out. Go see his plays. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my UU team, and we're bringing more battles your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.